Want to just kind of assess a few days into this thing, how you guys are doing. Rod said that they've been flying around making it tough on the offense. What are your impressions?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing hard and we're playing fast. We got a lot of corrections to make. But the biggest thing on defense is as long as we're playing hard and playing fast together, we can overcome some mistakes. So I've been pleased with that aspect. We usually do punishment loafs after practice. Today was we're a day behind, but today was our lowest total. I thought practice today was pretty good, so we did not do them today. So I made a deal with them. We can keep it under 15 with all the reps that we're doing, then we won't do them. So they got really excited about that. But which after the first day of knocking rust off, we were about, let's just say high 40s. So it's work in progress, but we're getting better. And like I said, the biggest thing for us is I do think we're playing hard and playing fast, and we just got some corrections to make on the individual positions in defense.
Is that the style, what you want, Shannon, is you kind of dictate the tempo on defense as opposed to waiting to see what the offense does?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely do. And the one thing about with our structure is, as Coach Street reminds me all the time, you want me to get a pass rush with 3 down linemen, 3 over 300 pounds, and we're rushing a 4-6 quarterback. So it forces you to pressure more than maybe if we were a 4-down team. So we got to bring a 4th or a 5th and sometimes 6th, a little bit more than normal defenses. So it forces us to pressure, to be a pressure team and fly around. And on film it looks unorganized and chaotic, but it is organized chaos, and that's what we're trying to create.
Coach, secondary, Coach Gibson talked a lot about how they've done it, even dating back to the spring game and all of that stuff, just the progress you've seen out of that group so far.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I just made the statement about us being a pressure team, and if we don't have corners and safeties that can cover, we got to come up with a different plan. So I'm happy and pleased with how those guys are progressing as a group, and there's a few. It's going to be a battle out there. We got a lot of good secondary players, and so it's good competition, which as we started camp, and I told them, if you have a bad day, the next guy is going to be replacing you in the next practice. And so we got good competition out there, and we got good players. And obviously, if you're a pressure team, they got to be good players because there's going to be a lot of one-on-one situations, and we got to win.
I know you don't like to pass out compliments too often. It's football, right?
No.
But has anybody out there kind of shocked you and you opened your eyes and say, hey, okay?
I wouldn't say shocked, but just, between Marvae and Boogie and Sweet, those guys have been playing really good, and Jeter's coming along as the other guy. So, and then at safety, you got Cam Smith and Wody and JD and Johnny that are all playing very well. Like I said, we still got some stuff to clean up technique-wise and scheme-wise, but those guys back there have been playing very well, and I'm pleased with how that's coming along. But, as we know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was this defense. So we're going to continue to get better every day, stack days, just like Coach talks about, and get better. And hopefully at the end of this thing, hopefully we're going to be pretty good on defense.
All right, so Coach wasn't real happy on Saturday, but it seems like things have got a little bit better. Is that the way you kind of feel like on the field?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely got a lot better today. This is probably our best practice we've had, especially with fitting the run and thud and everything, where we haven't had pads on yet. From where we just got pads on today's second day with them on, we were a lot more physical, both on offense and defense. We really got after each other today, an inside drill, and he liked that a lot.
With having to kind of go so quickly with all these new guys, how do you guys kind of make it quick but don't go too fast where you're trying to do too much?
Well, I mean, now we're here with each other like 12 hours a day, so you figure it out pretty quickly. The new guys don't stay new for long. We spend so much time breaking everything down in the meeting rooms, and we all go up there and eat with each other afterwards, and we're still talking about it and figuring things out. So it doesn't take long for us to iron out anything that was wrong, or a lot of the little details that were wrong the first day we install something typically go away the next day.
Coach kind of alluded to you as somebody who might be able to kind of let everybody know expectations coming in of how he runs things. I guess have you played that role, and just what's it been like for you so far?
I try to as much as I can. He'll definitely get after me and let me know if I'm not. But I think our whole defense, I'm sure the offense has too. They've done a really good job. Everyone holding each other accountable. The defensive line hold us accountable. We'll hold the DBs accountable, because it all works in tandem. If they can't keep the offensive linemen off of us, we can't do our job. The DBs can't do the job. They can't hold up in the pressures if we don't blitz the right way. So he'll let me know if it goes wrong, but I think it's the entire defense kind of thing where the accountability starts at the bottom, goes to the top.
Coach Morrison was talking about how your personality and defense want to be aggressive, obviously kind of dictate a little bit. You do that, and even Coach Smith was complimentary how you guys have played against their offense. So is that the way you see it in your personality on defense?
Yeah, absolutely, because if that's not what we are, we're not going to win very many games. So I think our whole defense, again, every single position group, our mindset is that we're not coming out there to play game plan necessarily what that offense is. We're more so trying to do our thing. We're trying to figure out how we can run our game against yours, and we're much more of an attack instead of a sit back and wait kind of deal.
You mentioned bringing pads into the mix. I feel like some coaches might say that could potentially slow some guys down. It seems like for you guys, though, that's kind of helped you guys ramp up even quicker. Would you say that's right?
Yeah, I think so. I like playing football with pads on. Anything else, I've never been a big fan of two-hand touch or anything, so I'm excited that we put pads on.
Marv, Coach Morrison was talking about you had a little better day today than yesterday. What are your thoughts early in camp? How's it going?
Early in camp, I know as a vet in this that it's going to be a little slow start, getting back to the installs, just getting on the ground, feeling everything again. So, every day I try to get better and better. So it was a little progression made, and that's the plan, to just keep getting better and better each day.
Coach Smith was talking about how the defense is putting pressure on the offense. And Coach Morrison said that's what he wants, a little bit of aggression, and you guys dictate the pace a little bit.
Yeah, so the plan is for us to have aggression and us on the back end to cover up. And we have a great D-line, some older guys. Our backer core is versatile all around. And in the secondary, we got guys who can make plays. So our plan is to be aggressive, make them throw the ball, and if they can't throw the ball, stop the run and get sacks. And it's to get takeaways. That's our plan, to just get a lot of takeaways.
And so if the offense isn't working so right, it's not just necessarily them. It could be you guys just putting pressure on them, right?
Right, yeah. It can just be us making it happen.
Is there a single point of improvement you feel like you guys have made since maybe the first day to now that you're like really proud of so far?
I would say friendly competition. It's starting to pick up. At first I feel like everybody's just getting a feel for practice again. We've been meshing as a team, so our camaraderie is built. And I feel like we all know each other enough to take that competition to another level. And from today, you can see that we got after it on both sides of the ball. Is
there a way, Marvae, to sort out who the leaders are? Are you trying to be one, or how do you guys do that as a unit?
Well, anybody can be a leader. That's our goal, to make it known that you can be a young guy, you can be an older guy, you can be a guy who doesn't play, you can be a guy who gets all the snaps. But the plan is for all of us to be able to lead each other, and that'll make us a better unit.